thank you for your interest in our Waifs Day Out program. With your help, we can provide homeless dogs in our care the opportunity to get out of the shelter and go on field trips. These special outings help reduce stress for dogs in kennels and increase their visibility in the community. This is a great opportunity for those individuals who can't volunteer on a regular basis but still want to make a difference in the life of a shelter pet. Want to get involved? The first step is to watch this video. This video is considered your training and also serves to give you an overview of the program and what to expect. Please give this video your full attention. A short quiz will be required before your first field trip. Let's start with the who, what, where, and when of Wayside field trips. Ready to learn more? Let's get started.
Let's start with who's eligible. Field trip volunteers must be at least 18 years old. Each outing requires that there is at least one official field trip volunteer. Field trip volunteers are those who have completed an application, completed training, and signed our field trip volunteer agreement. Guests are welcome. The age requirement for guests is 8 years of age or older. Liability waivers must be signed for all guests. For guests under the age of 18, their liability release needs to be signed by their parent or guardian. Only official field trip volunteers are permitted to hold the leash and are required to be with the dog and guests at all times. Only one shelter dog will be assigned to each group. You must provide a copy of your valid driver's license. So what is Waifs Day Out and why is it beneficial? The Waifs Day Out program gives our shelter dogs the opportunity to exercise, socialize, and meet potential adopters while gathering valuable information along the way. Did you know that in addition to creating an opportunity for dogs to have an outing and a break from the shelter, field trips also decrease the occurrence of stress or illness, provide mental and emotional stimulation, allows for the dog to be observed in a non-shelter environment, and overall helps to increase the adoptability, health, and welfare of dogs at Wayside Waifs. Field trips take place between 9 and 11 a.m. Tuesday through Sunday. On Mondays, field trips take place between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Before heading out on a field trip, try and have an idea of what you would like to do. If you don't have a preference, we'll help you make a selection. Most field trips fall into one of three categories: outdoor adventures, which includes parks and trails; around the town, which includes sightseeing in public areas, dog-friendly stores, and dining; car rides. Some dogs need a calmer outing, or on days when the weather doesn't cooperate, consider a car ride. You can drive through parks, cruise by monuments, or swing by a drive-thru for a human and pup treat. Letting us know your preferred type of field trip helps us match you with a dog that will enjoy these activities as well. We'll provide you with a list of suggested field trip locations and ideas before you get started.
Before leaving the shelter with your waif on a field trip, a Wayside staff member or volunteer will bring the dog to you and provide you with all appropriate supplies, walking equipment, and helpful resources to get you both started on your adventure. Your chosen waif will be fitted with a martingale collar and a leash by a staff member or volunteer. The leash must remain attached to the martingale collar at all times.
Hi. Stewie is a very nice dog. He is very excited to go on this field trip. Most of our dogs on field trips will leave with a martingale collar, and some of them will also have a harness.
Okay.
When they have both the martingale and the harness, they will need to have the leash both hooked to the harness right here in front.
Okay.
And to the collar right here in the front.
Okay.
And that's just to make sure that they, just in case something were to happen with the harness, they're safe and secure no matter what.
Oh, okay.
And while you're walking, make sure to always, always, always have your hand through the loop and holding onto the leash at all times.
Okay.
Just to make sure that all of our waifs are safely secured.
Absolutely. We will also provide a backpack to each field trip volunteer. The backpack will contain necessary supplies for the trip like water, waste baggies, field trip slip that will have the emergency contact info and recommended field trip locations and the waste paperwork. This backpack must be kept with you at all times and should be returned when you come back to the shelter. Now let's talk about the car ride. There are some things that you can do to prepare your car in advance for your temporary companion. Some dogs may get nervous or excited for car rides and may relieve themselves or vomit while on the ride. Because of this, you may consider laying out some old blankets or towels in your back seat. We can also provide blankets to you at the shelter when you pick up your waif. Depending on the size of the waif, we can also provide a kennel for the waif to travel in. A kennel is secure, safe, and often will help the waif feel safer if they're scared of car travel. If your waif isn't going to ride in a crate, we can help to show you how to secure them safely using the dog seatbelt we provide. Making sure the waif is secure and then able to move about the car is important to ensure their safety and enable you to drive safely without distraction. Finally, everyone loves seeing a dog enjoying a car ride with the windows down. However, please make sure to only roll down the windows enough for a breeze. That way the waif won't unintentionally jump out of the window. All right, you and your pup are ready to roll.
So where will we go today? Meet me out among the endless possibilities. We'll laugh all the clouds away. I know someday we'll have to stay, but where will we go today?
We want you and your pup to have a safe and enjoyable adventure together. Here are some helpful tips and rules to ensure a successful outing. Please always have your backpack. If the leash is in your hand, the backpack should be on your back. For safety purposes, please never drop leash. Off-leash play is not permitted. Wayside dogs should never meet another dog on leash. If walking, it's best to keep a large distance from other dogs to keep the dog's excitement level down. Holding your leash like this gives you the most control. Never wrap the leash around your hand. Make sure you have a secure grasp on the leash. Look up where you want to go, but be cognizant of where the dog is as you walk. Pay attention to your surroundings. Watch out for children running up, off-leash dogs, or any other potential scary hazards. If someone approaches you with another dog, politely say, "Sorry, we can't make any friends today. We're on a field trip from Wayside Waifs." If they persist, become more firm. Say, "I am sorry, but I am not allowed to let this dog meet other dogs." If you are interested in adopting him, though, you're welcome to bring your dog to meet him at Wayside Waifs. If you are introducing your dog to other people, let your dog make the decision to interact or not. Avoid letting people crowd around your dog. This can cause them to feel trapped or become more nervous. Dogs are allowed to meet children as long as they do not have a restriction and they are not displaying jumpy or fearful behavior. We will make sure to let you know this beforehand. If you see children running towards you, say, "Would you like to pet my dog?" before they get to you. This will slow them down and you can instruct them how to pet your dog. If your dog knows how to sit, ask him/her to sit first. Have the child slowly pet the dog's chest. Never allow the child to reach over the dog's head. Children should always be closely monitored when interacting with your dog. Interactions should remain short and positive. During any interaction, watch your dog's body language for signs of stress. Things to look for would include ears back, whale eyes, whites of eyes showing, lifting front paw, tail tucked, or submissive peeing when approached. If you notice any of these things, it's best to step away from the person and give your dog time to regroup. Having treats handy and ready to give to people who want to interact can be very helpful. Some other things you may encounter would be reactivity to people or other animals. Some dogs may get really excited when they see other animals or people. Dogs only have a few ways to show us they're excited. One of those ways is barking. Calmly turn your dog away and walk confidently in a different direction. Loose dogs. If you see a dog running loose, don't panic. Attempt to find a safe space that is closed off from other animals. If you see the animal's owner, politely ask them to leash their dog. If there is no way to get the animal secured, get back in your car and find a new place to walk. No matter what, your field trip will enable us to learn helpful information about the dog in our care. While most dogs will have an amazing time, it is possible that your dog may experience fear or stress due to the car ride or new environment. If you are concerned that your dog is significantly stressed or not feeling well, call the emergency contact. It is always okay to end your trip early if you feel your pup is overwhelmed or not feeling well.
Hopefully, you and your dog of the day had a wonderful outing. Please be mindful of the time and return your shelter dog on time. Once you hand off your dog, we ask that you complete a short follow-up form here on site before you leave. Afterwards, help publicize your new canine friend. You can help us write a website bio, share any pictures you took, and spread the word on social media. Don't forget to use our special hashtag, #WaifsDayOut. Also, it's okay to fall in love. If you're interested in adopting your walking buddy, we can assist you with the steps involved for taking your new companion home with you.
To recap some highlights of the training video, here are some do's and don'ts. Do keep your Wayside backpack with you and the dog at all times. Do have an Adopt Me vest, scarf, or bow tie on your dog. Do have emergency contact name and number with you. Do have your Wayside name badge with you. Do feel comfortable with your dog of the day, and do ask questions before leaving the shelter. Do keep your dog of the day with you at all times and on leash. Do be on time for your pickup and return times. Do get pictures of your day. Do fill out end of field trip form before leaving the shelter. Do have a good time. Don'ts. Don't take your dog of the day home to meet your pets. Don't take your dog of the day to an off-leash dog park. Don't allow heartworm positive dogs off-leash or allow them to run around. Car ride only. Don't roll down the window all the way. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be a stranger. Sign up for your field trips in advance and connect with us on our private Facebook chat group.
Please fill out the field trip application form. Once received, we will send some additional information. When you are officially set up with the program, you'll have access to the field trip schedule, which will look like this. Sign up for your first field trip and indicate any preferences or special notes. Our field trip coordinator will help ensure a match between you, your shelter dog, and destination. We will try and accommodate your preferences, but we can't guarantee your choice of dog, and all locations need to be approved once a dog is selected. For your first field trip, please arrive at least 20 minutes before pickup to complete paperwork and a brief orientation.
We're thrilled you've taken the steps to get involved. Thank you for watching this training video.
We look forward to meeting you and getting you started on your Waifs Day Out!